traders from across the globe, and guess who's back? Omni Camp is over. Hey, Omni Campers who came out, you guys did really, really wonderful. Great job. Absolutely fantastic teaching you traders. You know, there was a little bit of magic in the air on that last night that we were together. Was there not when we called all those trades on Sunday night for Monday? I really appreciated your company. On to the next trade. All right, traders, listen. This video is being filmed on Wednesday night for trading, Thursday, September 3rd, 2013. This is the 1086th edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar Carboni, and that would be me. Good evening, traders. As we know, futures trading can be extremely risky and cause substantial financial loss. Futures trading is not suitable for all trading accounts. All right, so what's on the board? Let's go have a look. One thing I'd like to say is this, traders, one of the rare occasions you will find this on my board. I've got both a red and green omni, meaning we have a two-sided market in the indices for the next few days. Two-sided market in the indices with emphasis on buying dips. I do not want you to fall in love with the downside. I have evidence to show you that this market is absolutely gaining legs here. And even if you sell a few rallies, you got to buy the dips as well while we're waiting for DC, the clowns in DC, to reopen the government. I think you're going to get a lot of this while we're waiting around. A little uncertainty. Goes up one day, comes back down. Maybe heads back up the next day, comes back down. Once the clowns in DC get their act together, I'm sure our bull will continue, and I will show you reasoning behind that. Traders, the flavor of the week are flags, baby. I love flags because they're easy, and I'll show you why. The flavor of the week are flags. There are bull and bear flags all over commodities charts, flying all over the place. In the grains, you've got them in metals, you've got them in indices, you've got it all over the place. So for whatever reason, you've got flags flying, and I will show them to you. There is a specific way how to use flags. You should know how to use them. It is an easy technique to spot on the chart, so I will show you that and how it works. Traders, if you like these videos, if you like the analysis that you are about to see on this board, if you like the way I explain these charts to you, come on down to livewithoscar.com and come into my free trading room, or you can simply subscribe to my YouTube videos right here on this channel that you're watching the YouTube video on now. Just click subscribe and you will get an email every time I do a new video. Now, I thought I'd have a quick talk with some of my Omniacs. You know, traders, my heart and soul goes out to this site, to you traders, to all these videos. Night after night, day after day, I am with each and every one of you. I help you in every way I can. Now, I have noticed that there's a lot of you stumbling over yourselves when I give you these trade recommendations. I will say buy it at a certain level here, put your stop below there, and it appears to me a lot of you traders are really beating yourselves up over stops. So if I keep feeding you fish every day by saying buy it exactly here, put your stop exactly there or underneath here, you're really just eating from my fishing pole. I'm finding a fish, I'm feeding it to you. You're not learning how to fish for yourselves nor feed your families. So what I am going to do with these recs from now on is I am going to give you the buy level where you should get in or the sell level where you should get in, and I want you to devise your own stops. What fits your pocketbook is not how you devise a stop, traders. I want you to know this much about stops. Stops are based on the recent volatility in the market, and it is based on a specific chart point. You do not create stops just because you feel like putting a three-lot stop in something as large as the S&P. I have traders at my site all the time, Oscar. I want to trade gold. I want to trade silver. I want to trade crude oil. I want to trade DAX. But I want to put in a one-point stop because that's the way I trade. Because I come up to Yankee Stadium all the time, and I come up to home plate, and they pitch a ball at me, and I've got like this wet noodle in my hand, and I go, oops, stopped out. And that's the way it works for me because that's the way I trade. Now, that is what I'm getting from so many of you traders that I don't know what to do to help you. If you really think you can approach the S&P, the NASDAQ, gold, crude, magnitude, something of that nature with small stops. I mean, do you realize this is the big kahuna that you're asking to play in? You're asking to play in the biggest arena in the world where Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley and all the big guys are lined up? And you want to step in and go, Oscar, Tommy, put the stop in down here, and You know what? From now on, you figure out where the stop goes, and this is what I'll do. When I know the Omni stop is getting hit on a bad day, I will send out a flash and say, by now you probably should be out of this trade. We'll see how that works, traders. Again, I don't want you stumbling over these trades, and that is what I'm getting this morning. I had so much panicking going on in the trading room where it clearly states, put the stop below here. The market never even got below here, but half these guys stopped themselves out, flipping out, changing stops. Where's Oscar? He's not here. It's 2 points against me. You know, there's only so much of that I can take from you panicking traders that really don't know what the game is. So in order for you to stop panicking yourselves out, I am going to give you the trade. I'm going to tell you exactly where I want you to trade, and you, my friends, are going to figure out what stop it is that you feel comfortable with. And guess who no longer gets put on the cross with every single tick that takes place in the market? Uncle Oscar. No more will I be crucified. No more will I bleed from the wrists, because you guys got to come up with the stop on your own. Now, if that makes you want to quit the service, you know what? Please do. Please get out of here. Don't come back to my trading room again. Quit the service as quickly as you can. I am trying to cull this room. This message is for you. Yes, you, the traders who broke my chops this morning on winning trades because you don't know anything about stops. Please don't stay in my service if you don't like what's coming up next, but you are coming up with your own stops. Now, Omniacs who've got accounts with me at Dorman, don't sweat it. Call me. I'll tell you exactly where the stop goes. Don't sweat it. We're friends. But for these guys that hang out in the room and have heart attacks when the market moves one tick, you know what, guys? You got to figure out where your stop belongs from now on, not Uncle Oscar. I just thought I'd get that out. I am doing this to help you, not hurt you. The stops Omni gives are 10, 12, 15 points deep, don't forget. You guys can't handle that. So you know what you do? Use your own little baby stop. See what happens. I'll be in the room to help you out. All right, so enough of that. Traders, sorry about that for you guys who are used to the stops, but come on, you don't really need the stop from me. You need the arrow. You need where to get in. You should be smart enough to find your own stops. With no further ado, let's go look at some charts.
I've been a member of Oscar and OMNIAC for 6 years, and I wish that I would have come to camp 6 years ago. The reason I came to the Omni Trade Academy after 6 years was I was skeptical at first because I have spent a lot of money on other seminars, and I mean over $30,000 in useless information. So I was very hesitant, 6 years hesitant.
It is so simple to learn, it is almost eerie. And usually the best things are the simplest things, and that's what Oscar has developed here with this Omni.
On the first day I said, that's it? So simple? Oscar is the perfect guy. Since you met him, a light on your head turns on. So on the first day of OmniCamp, your life starts changing.
If cost is an issue with you guys, you should really get that out of your head, because the wealth of information you get from this guy is just unbelievable. So based on that, you got to get to OmniCamp. Any chance you get, go.
This is the place to come. If you ever get a chance to come to OmniCamp, seriously, you come.
Traders, some evidence of why, even if you want to fall in love with the downside, you absolutely shouldn't. We've got a government shutdown because, I don't know, a handful of clowns in D.C. literally are just stamping their feet. You know, they're like crybabies having a temper tantrum Because they're not the ones that passed some sort of a law that is now instituting health care for the nation. So they're dying that it was a it wasn't a Republican, it was a Democrat. It is killing these guys. So they decided to shut down our government. Could you imagine what temper tantrums they're having? I can say this. I'm not a Democrat or a Republican, but anyone that elects Republicans in this next election has a very short memory. These clowns have shut down our government because they're pissed off at somebody. Our government. You keep that in mind. Okay, enough of a rant. Traders, with the morons shutting down our government for something that has nothing to do with why they shut it down, look at what we're building. A bull flag, a third bull flag is being built on the weekly chart in the Russell, which has been leading lately. How could you beat that? It's actually an F flag. Let me blow this up for you. This is in the face of Moronville in D.C. Imagine that. Look at this. The morons are trying everything in their power to try to make the market go down so they can also point their finger at the Democrats. And I'm not a Democrat, but boy, did they blow themselves up, these Republicans. And in the face of them trying everything in their power to make the Dems look bad, we're building a bull flag in the Russell on a weekly. We are getting ready to go up here to the 110 mark at least. 3 bull flags in a row on the weekly bar chart for your leader Russell. Then there's the S&P. We had this bull flag. We broke out of the bull flag weekly chart. Now we are in this wonderful channel and we just tagged support on that channel. Let me blow this chart up for you. Same chart. Look at how we tagged support on that channel. Traders, this is a big channel, right? Because you're looking at a weekly. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 weeks in this channel. Every time it hits it bounces. Evidence that we should be extremely careful if we're trying to go short down here. Let's look at another chart. NASDAQ on the weekly. Traders, long-term bull. Now it's starting to get really busy on the upside, and it just bounced off of this week. Beautiful hold. Let me blow this chart up for you. The NASDAQ weekly, same chart, blown up 15 weeks, has respected this trend. And believe it or not, look at this bull flag. It just broke out of bull flag, right? And then a rally, and I kid you not, this is another bull flag building, or maybe even better, an F flag. Pretty interesting. During a week where the morons in D.C. are playing rodeo clowns and they shut down our government, and you're getting this. This tells you it's a market with lots of legs, very resilient, and looking to go higher. Traders, the euro currency, another flag. There are flags everywhere. Look at the flag in the euro. Beautiful flag. Euro's in this nice blue channel. You see it right here? And inside of a nice flag. You broke out of the flag a few days ago. This bad boy wants to go all the way up here. You gotta love these flags flying all over these charts. Let's continue. Opposite of your daily euro is your daily dollar index. Wonderful bear flag. Look at how well these flags work. Look at this flag. Projection is about to here. The market breaks. It comes right down here. It's almost at the projection. You're inside of this channel. Technical analysis, traders. There's nothing better than this. This is giveaway stuff. It is telltale. It tells you what's coming next. Then there's your gold. Traders, the gold chart. I showed you this chart. I showed you that it had one head and shoulders falling out of this channel, created another head and shoulders, which gave us resistance. So you've got shoulder, head, shoulder, right? Shoulder, head, shoulder, breakdown. Shoulder, head, shoulder, hits resistance, breakdown. But let me blow this up for you. Let me show you what this really is. You take away the shoulder, head, shoulder, and you look, what this really is a big bear flag, and look at the breakdown that ensued. Now, traders, at Omni Camp all weekend, and Sunday night, and Monday night, I gave this exact trade to my Omniacs. They knew I was expecting this. Rock and roll on those flags. Traders, flags are flying all over your commodities charts. Go out and look for the flags yourselves and watch the way they come off. So, traders, you've seen the charts, and there is my argument for why we have a two-sided market. We're inside of these flags all over the place. Or we're just getting above them in some category, in some charts. Or we're just getting below them. On the weeklies, you see that we're in those channels. But because we've got these clowns in D.C. shutting down the government for their own, their own particular reasons, because they're throwing temper tantrums, we're going to have to deal with a little bit of this, a little up, a little down. You buy the dip, you sell the rally, you buy the dip, you sell the rally, until we finally head higher, which is what the weeklies tell us should happen in U.S. indices. You've got the gold. You see that bear flag? If I wanted to show you more traders, there's flags in the grains. There's flags all over the place. So go look for your flags. Remember one thing about flags. If you are in a bear flag, you don't want to be doing anything else than getting out of a long, getting into a short here, getting out of the short here. You don't want to be selling. You don't want to be doing anything till you break the flag. Once you settle under the bear flag, then you can start selling again. If you're in the middle of the flag, you do nothing. If you're at the top of the flag and it's a bear flag, you become a seller. At the bottom, you get out. If it breaks the flag, the next day you start selling. That's the bear flag. If you're going to be in a bull flag, traders, remember, if you're down here, you're a buyer. If you're up here, the only way you would sell is to get out of a long. You would not go short up here because it is a bull flag. Comes back down, you try to get long. On the way up, you get out. When it finally gets above the bull flag, the next day, you can get yourself long. Remember how to handle those flags. It's not very difficult. All right, traders, so for you traders that I was speaking to a little earlier about the stops, listen, this is to call the crowd. I want you to leave my service. I want you guys to quit. Please leave. Don't let the doors hit you in the butts. I want you out of my room. I want you away from my service. I only want a handful of you professional traders left. I only want the serious traders. What's the best thing I can do? Well, first thing is going to make all these crybabies run. Forget about the stops. You're out. Now the crybabies are going to go, it's because I give me the stops. And they're going to leave. And you know what? That's what I want. So please get out of my sight. This is what this video is for. Leave. I don't want you here anymore. I want a day where things are calm, when the market's moving, and nobody's crying their eyes out. It's $40 against them. You know what I mean? Enough's enough. So please leave my service. Please let this end. Give me back my freedom. I want to go home. You guys let me go home. If you all quit the service, I get to go home. We'll see what happens. I'll be here if you don't quit. But if you do, I'm not going to get even slightly upset. All right, traders, I will see you at the site as usual. Come on down to livewithoscar.com and come abuse me for giving out winning trades. I'll be more than happy to be there. All right, traders, don't forget, keep your emotions out of trading. One of the best things you can do to help yourselves with that is say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening. And you know what that is. Please quit. Stops are in. Please quit. Emotions are out. Rock and roll, and I'll see you all at the site. Hopefully not all of you. Number 1086. Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided.